Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Silent Green is people! One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
E.T. Phone Home.
It's the Al Travis Show, and we love calling this little part Life with Katie. For folks who haven't been listening much, we take Katie's life and we dissect it, look into every last bit of it, and find out how she's doing. Katie, how are you?
I'm hanging in there, Al. I had somebody ask me about our little radio program, and they said, "What's the name of it?" And I said, "Life with Katie." And they said, "Really? What's it about?" And I went, "Foreign affairs." It's like, I don't know. What do you imagine it's about?
When I talk to people about it, and they give me a hard time, I said basically it's someone that I've known for a very long time, and we didn't hang in high school, but I knew who you were, so that's 40 some years ago, a long time.
All right.
That we reconnected at a band thing, right in the hallway of a mutual friend in the hallway talking, and I said she's hilarious. Going through a lot of weird stuff. At that time was the death of one of your dogs that's named the same thing as the other 3 dogs you've had. You only named one dog one name. And I said she was hilarious. And I said, let's talk about Katie. Because I call it a second chapter. Are you good with that in your life? What do you call where you're at?
Fine. I just call it life. I don't.
Well, that's that. Okay, but somebody invented chapters in our lives, childhood, and anyway. I tell folks she's divorced after many years of marriage and getting out there and trying to figure out how to get on that horse again, if you'll pardon the expression. And I said, we just chat about it.
I think they're more like donkeys or burros, if you get.
Well, at your current, you got issues right now. But anyway, and they said, well, how's that going? I said, I absolutely love it. It is absolutely one of my favorite things to do because I think you're very real with what we ask. As an example, you're in rebound mode. I'm throwing that out there. You didn't. You're gone with the guy for a while. You're not. You're rebounding, and you're gone. Katie Rebound Weekend. That's what I thought about it right after you got off last week. You had, well, I want to say it was Wednesday night through Sunday. It was bing, bing. I'm going to here, and I got the thing, and you were like, I'm getting back out there. Am I right?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm getting back out there. I don't feel like, what did I call it? I think I just said, oh, Katie's got her groove back.
That was it. Okay.
Not out on the hunt for anything, but
okay, you got your groove back. How'd your groove go this weekend? Is you all grooved out, or are you?
Parts were extremely interesting, and some parts were extremely interesting. Sadly, 0 to 60 ran out at about 4 o'clock on Saturday because we went for a boat ride out on the lake and maybe had a couple cocktails.
Little sunshine.
Had a blast. Came home, fell asleep on my couch, and woke up and turned the Timberwolves game on. And one of my friends texted, "You know what? I think we're just going to lay low tonight." I was like, "Thank God," because I'm laying on the couch watching the Timberwolves. So. But now so we try, and then this week there's something Wednesday night through Saturday night. So Wednesday, yeah. We'll see how
this is the difference we're talking about. Let's just imagine back many moons ago. Katie could have partied all week long, right? In college, you weren't going to take a nap on a Saturday. It's just another difference out there, right? Things are different when you're in the game later in life. Well, you need a nap now and again, and there's nothing wrong with it. I love a good nap.
Yeah, it was outstanding. Well, because let's remember who shan't be named, Bob.
Bob, wink, wink.
And I had started binge watching Suits. So now I'm binge watching Suits all by my lonesome, and I'm up to season 5. And there's one episode that I have started watching like 3 or 4 times, and I keep falling asleep at night before it ends. It's like, I am going to get through this episode if it kills me. And then I think I've got like four more seasons to go. But I am, you know what, Bob? You may be gone, but Suits is still on that.
I was going to ask you, but does that feel like you and Bob's time? Are you cheating on Bob? Are you putting in Bob's face because you're going to still watch Suits? Or I think I might have just said it wasn't worth it. That's Bob and I's, and I don't need Suits. And I haven't watched Suits. It's pretty good.
I like Suits, so you know what? Screw him. I'll watch what I want to watch.
Fair enough.
Can stop me. But I have to say, one of my friend Heidi got a hold of me last week, and she goes, "Katie, would you like to go to the play called And Juliet with me? I've got 2 free tickets, and I read what it's about, and I thought of you." And I thought, oh, okay. Well, I wonder what it's about. I read what it's about, and I said, heck yeah, I'll be there with bells on. Thank you so much.
What is it about? Juliet, Romeo, and Juliet. I presume. What?
Fantastic. It is exactly that. It starts out and it's what would have happened if Juliet hadn't killed herself. And Juliet goes, screw Romeo. And she goes to Romeo's funeral and finds out Romeo was yakking underneath the balcony at a bunch of different ladies' balconies. And Juliet was not his only love. And he might have liked the men as much as he liked the ladies.
Oh! Now, was it all in old Shakespearean speak, or was it an American English so I can understand it?
It was an American English, and it had contemporary music. It was a musical with contemporary songs. The cast, Heidi and I agreed, the voices and the talent of these guys was incredible.
Really?
And talk about funny, and it's Juliet and then of course Romeo ends up being alive and he wants her back, and she's like, you know what? I don't know. I don't think so. And then he says, you know what? Well, we'll date, but on my terms, because I'm not letting you be the boss of me. It was like, heck yeah, Juliet. And
I can see that. I can see you enjoying that. That could hit a lot of nice, funny bones for you.
Nerves. And also because somebody that we've talked about before texted me on the blue last night, and I went,
what?
Oh, interesting. So it's like, oh yeah, I need to take some of Juliet's advice and just go.
And this is at the Guthrie? We might as well throw him a plug.
No,
I don't know.
at the Orpheum.
Orpheum, okay.
Yeah.
At the Orpheum. Go get it.
And you know what? We got lucky because the Timberwolves were playing last night, and I thought it was going to be horrible. She found a place to park for only $14. We went, and I'm like, we can so do downtown. Who says we can't? We found a place to park for $14. We went to Crave and went upstairs. They happened to have outdoor seating available. What are the odds? We sat on a rooftop and had something to eat. Are you kidding me? Which was kitty corner from the Orpheum. We went to the Orpheum. We had great seats.
Nice.
We were able to figure that out, and we were able to get home again. We're like, look at us being downtown cosmopolitan ladies. Who says we can't?
And then napping on the couch by 8 o'clock and before getting up to go to bed. Yeah.
Then I came home and I threw Suits on. Got in bed, and like 8 minutes later, I was probably asleep because I did not see the end of it. I've got like 20 minutes left of this one episode. I get about 8 minutes in, and I'm sound asleep.
See, that gets getting worse because you want to catch up. What did I fall asleep on? So you're seeing the same stuff over. It gets to a point you almost cannot get through it because you've seen it a million times. You just want to see the end. Got to go, but don't tell me that Katie's not living the dream. You got it going on. Naps, Ordways, you got it all. Got to go to break. We'll be back after this. I led going in. I wanted to know if you would date a guy who gets pedicures. That story coming up right after this with Katie.
Chanhassen Dinner Theaters brings you its most popular show of all time, Grease. You'll hear all your favorite hits from the Broadway musical and the movie. Join the whole gang at Rydell High. We'll sing, we'll dance, we'll bring you back to high school life in the 50s. Poodle skirts, bobby socks, the soda shop, and drive-in movies. Grease! It'll rock your socks off. Order your tickets today. Visit chanhassendt.com.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
Easily offended? The Al Travis Show is not for you. The Al Travis Show. All sides are welcome.
We've got our life with Katie. Here's how it worked, Katie. So I'm setting up the perfect Mother's Day gift for my wife. I mean, this was going out of the park. We had a graduation last weekend. We have one this weekend. Outdoors, going to wear the sundress, open-toed shoes thing. And I want to say maybe it was 2-3 months ago, her and a friend went and got a pedicure at this place called Kim's. Love Kim's, by the way, in Mankato. We're going to Mankato for this thing. And I go, oh, this would be good. I said, Steph, for Mother's Day, I'd like to get you a pedicure. She liked it. She loved the, said, like, great. She goes, I love that, except. Like, here we go.
Oh, dear.
Had to go Friday in the afternoon because of the graduation. And said friend that she went with last night works, so can't be there. I don't want to go sit alone. I enjoyed it so much, but I don't want to go sit alone.
Interesting.
I manned up. She goes, you want to go? Said, no, but I will. And I went. I had 60 years old, got my first pedicure. And between you and I loved it. Just absolutely loved it. Oh, good God. But talked about it at the golf course yesterday with my 8 buddies, and only one other guy in the group had ever had it done. And we were shunned. I mean, this is whole Amish people shunned by our own golf group for having done such a thing. So evidently there's some stigma about all this. Would you date a man if you found out first time he took his socks off, he's a pedicure guy?
Well, he takes his socks off and he's got hot pink polish on.
Oh, I didn't put no polish. I didn't know no polish.
What are we talking here? I think we got it.
Okay. I love the chair. I want to buy the chair. The massage for an hour was worth every penny that was there. I love that chair. She's feet soaking. Then she maroon and gold, our school colors from the Rangers. Yeah. I had a pair of maroon and gold socks. I think she actually found some of these old lint from then. She dug so deep into my toenails. I believe Go Rangers found some remnants. She did that, and then she filed them down or whatever, and that was it. Then I got a massage all the way to the cat. Yeah, wonderful experience. But you probably you can't tell now. I mean, it didn't work that way. But you find a guy who wants to get pedicures. You good with that? Is that a little too high maintenance? Come on, you're honest with me.
I hate feet. I don't like feet.
Same.
Oh, yuck. So I think a guy with like gnarly toes and stuff would be gross.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if he was a prima donna who had to go and get a pedicure regularly, I don't think that would appeal to me either. Would it be a deal breaker? I don't think it would be a deal breaker, but I always think it's weird when I'm at the nail salon if there's a guy and they're getting a pedicure. It just and it should be fine.
Oh no, women are as judgmental as anybody. Women are judgmental. So we go in there and they got 10 chairs across this wall and 10 chairs on my wall, and my wife sits next to me, and you're literally 10 feet, 15 feet away from the gal on the other side with her buddy, and they're getting it done. The looks I got the second I walked in till I sat down, and evidently there's a whole lot of unwritten rules in the whole getting your toes done business. The gal comes up, going to do my feet. I reach my hand out, asked her name. She looked at me like, what? And the gal goes, what again? I was like, if you're going to touch my feet, don't I at least get to know your name? I mean, it seemed common courtesy. They were having none of it, staring me down. I'm looking at the ceiling, trying not to stare at it. I'm looking at the floor. I can't help myself. I made some Piggly Wiggly jokes when she's doing the thing. I said, yeah, that one likes to stay home. I don't even know if she got it.
Yeah.
See, look at your face. That's the face of the lady right across from me, right there. I can't help it. I'm a talker. I got to break. I don't know this woman. She's cleaning junk from my toes. I think I need to break the ice. It's who I am.
No, I think it's like that breaking the fourth wall on TV. No.
That was the feeling I had. And no one wanted me there except my wife. She was very happy, but the rest, and I get it. You go with your gal, your friend, and it's going to be girl time to giggle and pillow fight or whatever you do.
No, it's not.
And then there's a guy in the room.
Here's the other part. I would never go with somebody else. That's time to just sit and relax and not be bothered.
Oh.
And sometimes when you go, they're like, "Hey, we'll do your hands on your feet at the same time," and I'm like, "No, you won't. It's a fair amount of money. It's a fair amount of money, and it's my opportunity to just relax. No, you can do my feet, and then you can do my hands. I want this to last as long as possible. It's not like a car wash where I'm trying to get in and out as fast as possible. I'm sitting here enjoying myself. I want a little extra time.
I want TVs.
Did you give her a tip? Did you give her, what did you tip her?
It was getting close to 30%. My wife looked at me.
What?
Yeah, that's the same. You and my wife have a lot of the same looks at times. I write the tip out. And my wife, what did you just do? I said, this woman just touched 60-year-old feet. She did the little scrubber under the foot bottom thing. And I said, these feet have never been touched in 60 years. She deserves it. I'm sorry. There are just jobs in the world that you deserve better. I mean, if you bring me my meal at Applebee's, I'm not ripping you. Thank you. You did it nice with a smile on your face. You're not taking stuff out between my toes. Yeah, I left a tip. My wife was, don't give me that look. Is that okay? I'm not going to be judged. Here's what we need.
You know what? If you're only going to go and get a pedicure every 60 years, I guess when you amortize out that 30% tip over all that time, I guess it works out.
It's not much. It works out like 6% for every little piggy. See, people don't get the
Stop with the little piggies.
The only way to make this thing better, and I think there's money here, but except for the esteem of men getting their feet done. If you had TVs in there, sports were playing, you could buy a cocktail and maybe smoke a cigar. I could live at a place like that.
There you go. Sports clips for men. It's pedicures.
Yeah. I just wonder if there's... When 6 of the 8 of us in my golf were looking down and making fun of us, I don't think you can overcome that. I don't think you can overcome it.
No, it's not. That would be tough.
Yeah. I appreciate you. We are out of time. Always a pleasure, Katie. Get you back here next week.
Okie doke.
It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.
If it's your turn to host a game,